from the bottom. Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
Yo, what is the deal? It is your boy, Marley Bets, and this is Brothas N Bets NFL edition. Of course, we doing NFL. I got to have my homie, Mr. Plus 100. What's up, Plus? Official no cap bets in the building. What's going down, Plus?
I'm chilling, man. Just trying to, get this bounce back. I'm sure you're going to release the stats, the information. The people know that I've been struggling out here. So I'm back for another week. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Canada's team who did their thing last week, the Buffalo Bills. Shout out Canada's team.
They did. They shine. They shine. No doubt about that. And of course, y'all see the homie right there, the legend in the game, always a friend of the channel. Anytime he want to come on, he has the unofficial guest pass, the homie DJ Big Boss, team who banging. What up, DJ Big Boss?
What up? It's been a minute since I've been able to bless the Brothas N Bets, man. I'm just happy to be here with y'all, man. It's been a hectic year. Been a good year so far anyways, but just been a hectic year, keeping everything together. But got some time today to come hang out with my brothers, talk some NFL. And those that know me or follow me know I'm a different kind of NFL clapper. Just tune in to me. You'll know why.
For sure, man. Y'all make sure that y'all go check the homie out at Who Bangin' Sports, DJ Big Boss. So quick, first of all, shout out to homie SBO. I see you. Nasty Nate. LJ from H-Time. What up, LJ? Big Boss and Plus. Yeah, man. We back in this thing. Big dog trying to get it going. LJ, LJ, man, we got to get our Sunday show back going, dog. We got to figure out to incorporate you in this NFL show. I don't know how your Fridays look, but yeah. Notre Dame first half. We covered that game on the goddamn
Oh shit! I'm getting the Baron Davis lookalike shit. Yeah,
I never thought about that, but yeah. I can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. I met him one time.
No shit.
In Atlanta. But he kind of brushed me off because like I pressed him. I was like, yo, nigga, like a lot of people say I look like you. And he was just like, bro, like can you move kind of thing? And I was like, yeah, that was probably not the right way to introduce myself. But
definitely.
I got it a lot growing up, so that's crazy. Shout out to LJ, man. That was a crazy one right there.
That's crazy. Never heard that one before. But I can see it. But let's get to the reason we are here today. Let's bust down these quick NFL games. I think we got 5 games on the docket today. We're trying to get in and get out. We'll do that at the end of the show. It's all let's get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Recap from last week, real quick. The homie Plus 2-2, 500. Can't be mad at that any day as long as you're not having a losing day. We always gonna take that as a win. I killed it 4-0. Let's just hope that keeps going the rest of the season. I ain't trying to even anybody that know how this gambling shit go. No, you don't toot your own horn. You don't. It's always ebbs and flows with this shit, especially with the NFL. I consider it to be the hardest sport to cap other the major 4 sports in America, in my opinion. But we did kill it yesterday, so let's keep it going. Overall, I'm sitting at 6-2. I won't complain. And then the homie Plus, we 2-5, but we know that first week was just a bad week. That's really
We're working on it. We're working on it. Yeah,
We're good. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about my home team. First time they've yet to bless the show right here. I'm talking about them H-Town, Texas. Been looking good for 2 weeks. We ain't really played nobody though, but we still ain't really playing nobody this weekend either. So let's talk about it. The line is at +2 for the Falcons. We going into Atlanta. The total is at 41. I'm gonna read a couple actual factuals, but not that many because we trying to get into it. So the Texans were 6-3 ATS in our last 9, but 5-15 straight up in the last 20. 4-1 ATS in the last 5 on the road, but only 10 straight up in the last 10 games against an opponent from the from the NFC. And the totals went under in 8 of the last 11 opponents from the NFC South. Meanwhile, Atlanta, they're 4-11 ATS in the last 15. Their totals have went under in 8 of the last 10, but the 0-5, ATS in the last 5 games against an opponent from the AFC, but 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games at home. Plus, I saw you kind of smiling when I said we ain't really playing nobody this weekend, so I'm gonna let you jump this one off. At Atlanta, at the Falcons, what you got for me?
I got so much to say. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is something that like up in Canada I'm not privy to right now. Is that line +2 Texans or Falcons?
I'm sorry, that's a typo on my bad. Let me fix that.
Oh, okay, because that's how bad you want the Texans to win this thing, that you went and tried to fool the people with the graphic. So let's just start there. I knew when I saw this game on the docket, I was like, there's a reason why this dude wants to take it. And there's a reason why everybody's going to take the Texans, because CJ Stroud is the talk of the town right now. And shout out to him. He's killing it. But the hype is too loud. This is the dog that everybody wants to take. You mentioned, I'm not sure exactly what the stat was, but what was it, 1-5 in non-conference games dating back to last year? Atlanta, they're not playing the AFC very well right now. They're calling CJ Stroud the QB curse breaker. There's just too much legend going around this guy, and it's only fitting that they're playing Atlanta, because I'm going to quote young Jeezy, I am the trap. It's a trap game, bro. So we got to go back to the Jeezy. Ritter is 4-0 at home. Arthur Smith, 8-1. Money line is a home favorite. I know why you wanted to take this matchup, Marley, but it's Dirty Birds all day. Atlanta, money line. Let's get it.
Money line me, please.
Yikes.
Big Boss, you got anything on this one?
So when I looked at this game, I play one of them little pick'em things at work for sure. So I look at every game. But I looked at this game and immediately wanted to jump on Atlanta, man. I'm looking for Atlanta. I mean, social media wise and all that, Atlanta's a strong area and has a lot of money over there. And you would think that they would have games where everything would just show up. And this looks like a situation right here where it's time for them to show up and show out and, and get a win right here. But on paper, the Texans are strong. One thing that I really like about this game, but I think the line is just a little bit too far down, and that's the under in this one, because both teams been having a problem in the red zone getting the ball in, and also on third down. Like right now in the season, I look a lot on how teams are performing on third down and in the red zone. So these teams not doing very good in the red zone nor on third down. So they both showing a little bit of defense here. But you got to think, when you pan indoors on that turf, everybody's faster. So it could be one of those situations where they blow over the spread when you thought they couldn't or whatever. So I'm off the game, but I ride with the Texans, because I just think Atlanta has been putting like a piss poor product out, and they're not really trying to. I don't see them being dominant in spots where they're supposed to be dominant. So I lean Houston right here, but I'm not getting to the window with neither.
All right. Not getting to the window with neither, but we got to lean on the Texans. So that means it is my go. And I normally don't play the homer card here, but Plus is absolutely right. I am definitely on my Texans here. And you know what? I'm a believer right now. Not even a believer in the sense of like we finna all of a sudden go to the playoffs or all of a sudden win the Super Bowl and no shit like that. I'm not a Cowboy fan. I'm a Texas fan. I'm realistic. I live in reality, not in fantasy land. But I do think we can beat the Falcons on the road. We did go on the road and beat Jacksonville, although we always play well against Jacksonville. So, technically that's nothing new there. But I'm not picking the Texans solely based on the Texans. Atlanta, offensively, they can only do one thing well, and that one thing is run the ball. They got Bijan Robinson. They got Bijan Robinson. Ritter's been okay, and then we got Pitts at the tight end position. So I feel like we stack the box, and we stop the run. Then I feel like there's nothing really they can do offensively. They're ranked 29th in passing yards and 23rd in scoring, whereas defensively, we are 17th in rush yards allowed. So, we're middle of the pack, but we're not really that bad. So I feel like we shut the run down. CJ Stroud has been playing, obviously, absolutely amazing. Has yet to throw an interception this season. Keep in mind, what are we like in week 5 right now? I think. So, 6 touchdowns. I'm not going to say he's lighting it up. 6 touchdowns, 0 interception. His QBR is at 57.5. That's good for 15th in the league. So he's middle of the pack. But his completion percentage is at 62.3. So, he's completed 6 out of every 10 passes. For a rookie quarterback that ain't never seen this before, I'll take that. I don't think Atlanta's defense is like all that, all that good, all that hard, pause. But I think they are. I think they're okay. So we're looking at a defensive game. And then if you ask me what quarterback I trust in the moments where it's time to throw the ball, I definitely trust CJ Stroud more than I trust Desmond Ridder. So give me my Texans. I don't even want the 2 points. Money line me, please. It could be a trap game. I don't disagree with you on that plus. But when you're talking about teams at the bottom, I feel like this is a team where this is one they can get. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're playing the Ravens or they're playing the Chiefs or, one of the upper echelon teams. So this is one I feel like they should go in thinking like we can actually win this game. We're already on a little 2-game win.
Marley, so I have a question.
I'm listening.
Why weren't they favorites then? Like if you look at it from the eye test, it looks like the Texans should be the favorite. Like from what I could see, it looks like the Texans could be a favorite. So why aren't they a favorite?
Well, I say this. I say they're not favorite. One, home field is worth 3 points. I think if this game is at Houston, then it's probably Houston minus, 3, 2. It's not gonna get higher than 3. But you got the home field advantage. It's not like we've been out here blowing everybody out. We played the Steelers. They got a good defense, but offensively they can't. Kenny Pickett has been. Let's just say he hasn't been what expected from his preseason play.
We'll get to him for sure.
It's not like I wouldn't. And then you got to think about Vegas too. Vegas not trying to pick a side; they're trying to get it as even as possible so money can come in on both sides. So if you make the Texans minus 3 or 2, how many people are then going to turn around? I'm not taking the Texans minus 3. You know what I'm saying? So how many people are then going to turn around and try to? And then I feel like that's going to put all the money on Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But if you make them a home dog, you know what I'm saying? Because Vegas don't care about who wins. They just care about getting money on both sides. That's how Vegas care about Vegas winning. They trying to get money on both sides. That's what Vegas trying to do. And Vegas can care less about if the Texans are really what's the line at 2? If the Texans are really 2 points better, like Vegas don't give a fuck about that shit. Vegas is trying to figure out how do we get money on both sides so that way we can win. You know what I'm saying?
That's money in the bank right there, man. He dropping jewels on them. Take a long time for a lot of cappers to understand that in your capping that Vegas want both sides. Sometimes the line is psychological. It has nothing to do with the game.
Right. It has nothing to do with the teams. That line move, and you gotta think about it too, so we can move on real quick. That line moves based off money, how the money flows. It doesn't, and obviously injuries can affect the line too. But for the sake of saying that everybody's healthy, if all the money start coming in on Atlanta, then the line's gonna go up. It's not gonna stay the same because Vegas is trying to switch it. They want minus 2 wasn't good enough. The money's still coming on Atlanta. What if we make it minus 4 or minus 3? Can we get some money on the Texans? Like that's how Vegas thinks. I don't give a fuck about who the fuck wins and all that other shit. The shit that we care about. Their heart's not in this shit. They don't got no team. Like they team money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Vegas thinks. Vegas is team money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I know my man Plus got to play on this one. I do too. I was trying to kind of take it off because I really didn't really care about it that much, but it's an interesting game, so let's talk about it. Saints taking on Bill Belichick and the Patriots, who coming off getting their ass embarrassed last week. And the Saints, I feel like the Saints is not what we thought they are. So the line is at a pick 'em. The total, at least they're not what we thought they are offensively, because the defense is playing fucking amazing. But the line is at a pick 'em. The total is at 39, I believe. Let me get to the actual factuals really quick. We definitely looking at a defensive matchup. Both quarterbacks have not been up to standard, or at least have not been what we thought they would be coming into this season. At least one of them, anyway. The Saints, 0-4-1 ATS in their last 5 games, 8-3 ATS in the last 11 games against New England, though. 2-5 straight up in the last 7 games against New England. Under has hit 10 out of 10 games, out of their last 10 games, and 5 out of the last 5 games on the road. On the New England side of things, 1-7 ATS in their last 8 games, 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games, 0-5 ATS in the last 5 games. And the total has gone over in 5 of the last 7 games against New Orleans. So, plus, I know you got to play on this game. So go ahead, break it down to the people. Tell me what you got.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna keep it moving because we did stay pretty long on the. But that's your game of the week. I get it. We had to stay long on the Texas. So I'll just keep this one pretty brief. Pats look like one of the best 1-3 teams in the league to me. You know what I'm saying? You got Miami, Dallas, Philly. Like, that's a tough ass schedule. So that
Real
to me
tough.
just shows that you're battle tested. Derek Carr 1-3 in his career versus the Pats. You're not taking one in Foxborough. It's the Pats all day.
Big boss.
Super interesting game right here. But low key, it kind of appears to be like a bum fight, to tell you the truth. We don't like what Carr is doing in the Saints. I think Carr's out, right? The Saints on offense is kind of shit out of luck. Defense is rolling. I like the defense, but it's a look at the coaching matchup right here. You got OG Belichick against this young guy over here. I forget his name. Dennis Allen.
Yeah, Dennis Allen.
So 2-year beginner coach versus so Belichick is going to go in there and play chess. The line is already showing you that the over and under is 38. So I think it's just too many fish in the sea to be messing around with this game right here. So it's a pass on me.
I get it. This is a tough game, honestly, because David Carr is probable. I'm assuming he's probably going to play. But even with him playing, it ain't like he been lighting it up like kind of many people expected him to do with moving over to the Saints. I mean, a lot of people thought he was like he was the missing piece to the Saints offense. I mean, they got the receivers. Kamara's not back, but he'll be back. But I mean, they got multiple receivers. Michael Thomas is finally healthy. Olave. They got the little speedster. I think his name was Rashidi or something like that. They solid. I don't know what's going on with Carr, but Mac Jones, I personally feel like Mac Jones is playing like Mac Jones been playing. I mean, he had one solid year, and it wasn't like it was a great year. It was an okay year, and then we kind of give him a pass, and this pass is deserving because he had a fucking defensive coordinator as his offensive coordinator. I don't know what the hell Bill Belichick was thinking last year. I guess I don't know. Sometimes geniuses do retarded shit. But I'm with Big Boss right here. It's going to be a low-scoring game. 39 is a little bit too low for me to take. So I'm also with the homie Plus. You're not finna beat Bill Belichick at the crib coming off of an embarrassing loss. He's going to have a scheme defensively designed that's going to either fluster David Carr or make Winston throw a couple picks. I guarantee you, because Winston will turn the ball away. So either one of these two quarterbacks that come in for the Saints, I'm really not worried about because they can't get it going. So I think Mac Jones will do just enough. I would like to take the under, but 39 is just I can't fuck with that 39, man. That's just I don't know. That's tight. That's tight. So pause. You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with it. So I like the Pats on the money line. I'm with Plus right there on that one. Bill Belichick at the crib coming off a loss. I don't want to say it's a must win, but it is a win that they need because they ain't looking too good. So they got to get all the wins especially with Buffalo and Miami playing the way they playing in that division. So like every
I
win
mean that
counts.
that division's out of reach. They're not even. They're not going to win
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
division, but
Technically, we know
they
they're
could
playing
chase a
for a
wild
wild card.
card. They could make it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
respectable,
Right,
and yeah,
right,
this
right,
is
right,
this is
right. I
probably
agree.
their time to do it.
All right. So these next two games, I'm gonna assume that we are. Well, I'm gonna say those last two games last, but I know this the early morning game. We ain't got shit going this game. Boss might be asleep because that's that California time is a little bit different. I understand that, but I know me and Plus gonna be up. Ain't no games going on that early, so we gotta bet this game. What else are we gonna do? We're degenerate cappers, or at least shit. I know I am, so I know I'm on this game
Yeah.
regardless. But this is Canada's team, right? So I know my man got something to say about Canada's team. That's new to me. I didn't know that was Canada's team, but I guess they ain't got no team. So maybe y'all need to get some millionaires together, some billionaires together, and go ahead and invest in this league, man. Gonna get y'all a
Nah,
real team.
we would kill the CFL if we did that. So for the greater good of the
Oh shit.
country, you know what I'm
You're,
saying?
you're
We'll
right.
just
You're
take
right.
the
You're right.
45-minute drive over to Buffalo and we'll
That
claim
makes
it.
sense.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And
That
for
makes
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
the Bills, I'm sure the Bills like that. All right. Buffalo, they're traveling across the pond to take on the Jaguars at their second home. I wonder if they stayed the whole week. Because I would just
For
stay
sure.
the whole week. I'm sure they did. So they should be adjusted to the time difference by now for everybody that thinks that may or may not make a difference. But the line is at the Jags plus 5.5. The total, we're looking at 48. The Bills is coming off. Both these teams are coming off a win. Bills coming off a dominant win against the Miami team that was coming off the second highest scoring output in the league this year. Jacksonville's coming off a good bounce back win from their loss from the Texans. So both are coming in off wins. Jacksonville, they're 8-3 ATS in their last 11, 8-3 straight up in the last 11, 5-0 ATS in the last 5 road games. Their totals have gone under in 6 of the last 9, but over in 5 of the last 5 when they're playing against Buffalo. 7-3 in the last 10 games against an opponent from the AFC conference. And meanwhile, let's talk about Buffalo. They're 11-2 straight up in the last 13, 14-2 straight up in the last 16 at home. But technically, obviously, this is a home game. Over is hit 6 out of their last 8 games. It's also hitting in 5 of the last 5 when they're playing at home against Jacksonville. But clearly, like I said earlier, this is not a home game. 8-2 straight up in the last 10 games against an opponent from the AFC. Since this is Canada's team, plus who do you got? I already know the answers to this question. We didn't talk earlier, but
We didn't even have to play this one. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna
but
find
I know who
anything.
you got. What's up?
Hey, just shout out to Sports Gambler. He said it. Pay my bills, Bills. It's Bills all day. Canada's team. We've been rocking with them from when they just kept getting beaten in Super Bowls, early 90s. You know what I'm saying? They said Bills stands for boy, I love losing Super Bowls back in them days.
Hmm.
So we still ride now. And finally, we got to see like Josh Allen in like Josh Allen form. A lot of people have been talking about the turnovers, and there seems to be like this theme, I feel like, with the TV narratives, you know what I'm saying? And I think like with Justin Fields, they tried to play him out and he stepped up, you know what I'm saying? Josh Allen, oh, too many turnovers. He's starting to show up. So I feel like it's just going in the direction. This line 5.5, it almost makes it seem like you have to take the Jaguars, but there's no surprise here, man. This is just going to be Bills dominance. So yeah, give me Bills like double digits.
Nice.
-5.5. Boss, what you got for me?
I'm all the way on the other side. No way the Bills get double digits on the long flight out there. Of course, Jaguars had the advantage. I really would like to check the weather out there because the weather out there it fluctuates from
Let me
time
see
to
if I
time.
can
So
pull it up
most
real
most of
quick.
those games over there go
But
under
they're in the
anyhow.
stadium, right? They're in Wembley, right? I think Wembley's closed, right?
Wembley's closed. Okay,
I think Wembley's closed, if I'm not
but
mistaken. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
I just wanted a weather check
Go
in
ahead,
case it
go.
was something crazy. But I really like the under in this game right here. I love this quarterback matchup right now. Now you know Mountain West is where I do it the best, and Josh Allen to me is on a slippery slope going down, and
Mm.
Johnny
Hmm.
Football he's over there going up. And I think not having to travel, staying there, all that plays in his favor. I think maybe Bills go up early and Johnny Football comes in and shows out. This is a early, but you got to consider it pretty much like a primetime game because everybody's going to be watching. So it's going to be a time to showcase talent. And I mean, my under could get jagged because it could be a showcase of talent on both ends. But both teams have some decent defense. Bills have a little better than the Jaguars. And I like the 5 points with the Jaguars in this one. And I also like the under in this one as well. But out of all, tell me what y'all think. And this is outside the box. Out of all the players in the NFL out there right now, who got the most women on them? Johnny Football. He got the hair. He got everything going on, and he's loving himself out there. He's a super celebrity over there right now. I think Johnny Football makes a name for himself early in the morning on Sunday.
All right. Well, I guess it's on me to split the tie.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I am going with Canada's team. I'm on the Bills here. I don't think and look, and this is the real, honestly, in all actuality, this is the real reason. If you ask me who would I take in a quarterbacks matchup, do I take Josh Allen or do I take Trevor Lawrence? This season, as of right now, I'm taking Josh Allen. The Prince, as Nick calls him on ESPN, hasn't been playing that great of football. QBR is 48.9, 21st in the league. He's only thrown 4 touchdowns. I can't say he turns the ball over a lot because he's only thrown 2 picks, but he hasn't even thrown for 1,000 yards. He's still at 900. And, I don't want to say Josh Allen has gotten the control on his turnover issues, but at least in the last couple games he has 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. We know like 2 or 3 of those interceptions were in week 1. He's thrown for over 1,000 yards, 71.9 QBR. That's good for third, 74.8 on the completion percentage. And the way defensively that they dismantled Miami's offense, I got to believe that they can. Then maybe they can't do the same thing to the Jags. I don't see why not. But the only advantage I can kind of give the Jags that I'm seeing right now is that they were in London longer. I don't know if that's enough for me to take 5.5 points, because if anything, the Bills are going to score. So it's a matter of how much is Jacksonville going to score to keep it within 5. I don't know if necessarily they can do that.
How much points did they put up last week, Marley?
How much did the Jags or did the Bills put up last week?
I was talking about the Jags. I was curious to know the Jags, but I'd love to know the Bills put up
23 against Atlanta last week. And see,
you're going to need more than that. You're going to need a lot more than that against the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, the Bills' offensive output in the last 3 games, 48, 37, 38. The first game, the Jets held them to 16. Jacksonville defense ain't playing like the Jets. I can tell you that right now. So give me the Bills. I'll swallow the 5.5. I think we're good for a touchdown victory over this. All right, let's talk big boy football now, as I like to say when I'm talking about the SEC. Hey, your Pac-12 looking good this year, big boss.
Hey, don't say my Pac-12 at all, because I don't got nothing to do with them guys. Pac-12 is doing.
Well, I just know you over there in the West Coast, so you know what I'm saying.
Put me with the Mountain West, because I don't do the Pac-12.
Oh wow, yeah, you really not with the Pac-12. You're right. Mountain West.
But so let's talk about big boy football there. Let's talk about one of the classic matchups that we have going on in the NFL today. It's probably not as high profile, as it was when I was coming up, when you had the Ray Lewis's and the Ben Roethlisbergers, and this matchup goes back even beyond that. So we're talking about the Ravens. We're talking about the Steelers, the old black and blue division here, black and blue matchup. A lot of people are starting to call for Tomlin's, saying maybe it's just time for a change. Not that he's a bad coach or nothing like that. I haven't heard that, but I have heard that maybe, 8-8's not quite good enough. anymore, and it's looking like it could be worse than 8-8 this year. Ravens at the Steelers. Steelers are +4. We're looking at a 38 for total. Couple actual factuals, really quick, so we can get to it. Let me get to it. Ravens 5-1 ATS in their last 6. I think that should be actually 5-2. 2-4 ATS in the last 6 games against Pittsburgh, though. 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games against Pittsburgh, and 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games on the road, with the total going under in 4 of the last 5 games they've played against the Steelers. Now, the Steelers, their totals have gone under in 5 of the last 7 games, under in 5 of the last 5, as I stated earlier, against Baltimore, but also under in 10 of the last 14 games at home. 4 out of the last 5 games against Baltimore, but they are 5-1 against 5-1 in the last 6 games ATS against an opponent from the AFC. 5-2, excuse me. Big Boss, let's start with you this time. I know you got a play on this one. Most of us got to have a play on these last 2 games. It's just too high profile now. What you talking about?
This my favorite game of the weekend right here on Sunday. Ravens and Steelers, classic matchup. But I don't think Steelers meet the bar to this matchup like Ravens are going to show up in this one. I think it's a great steal for the Ravens right here on the Pittsburgh team. And then I hear a little something about Pickett's hand from last week and a little bit of injury and all that good stuff. But I think Ravens just take advantage of them totally in this spot right here. Now, Ravens are doing pretty good. Let me see. I think they're like 40% on third down, and also like 60% in the red zone, whereas Pittsburgh not as well. So I think that classic matchup is it's the Ravens' turn to get their piece of them while they down. You know, you got to stump them out while they down, and that's how you take these kind of matchups in the NFL. And I'm all on Ravens. Ravens probably. I hope it doesn't come down to a slippery field goal that makes a difference. I hope the Ravens can be aggressive all the way through in this one. But the Steelers play some slow ball, man. I even lean under with this one, but here we go with another 38. I guess I'm gonna have to take these 38 as how the books are looking at this. They're trying to tell us something with these totals at this price. But this is one that still probably could go under overall. But being a rival game and all that's going to be added onto it, we also can slip right over that 38. But give me the Ravens minus the 4. Throw them in something exotic in your parlays, money line, teasers, all that good stuff. But Ravens got to get in there this weekend in the mix.
Yeah. Plus, you got one on this one?
I mean, I even had to do the skip. I had to do the Skip Bayless breath right there. I said, okay. Man, shout out to my boy, Big Boss, best in the Mountain West. You couldn't have said it any better. It's Ravens flock all day. Take this one before it goes up, because you got 4. I'm seeing 4.5. Yeah. I'm seeing 5 at some books up in Canada.
I mean, I put those lines in literally right before we did the show.
Yeah, so like I saw 4.5. Well, I saw 4.5 a bit, and then I just saw 5 on one book before we got on air. So take this before it goes up to a tutty. Lamar Jackson, 26-13 in his career on the road as a starter. He's won 15 of his last 18 road games straight up. Those losses to Canada's team, Foxborough, and Arrowhead. Pretty respectable for a former MVP who got basically scammed out of his bread. That's for another episode, I guess. Steelers, they're giving up 5 yards per carry, by the way. So this is not the Steelers defense from the era that we love and that rivalry. So this is not that same defense. We're catching Tomlin on a down year, man. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. That's why I got to agree. Like, this is time to stomp them out. In fact, the division is up for grabs. The Bengals ain't playing that good right now. Browns never been a threat to the Ravens, in my opinion. I mean, that is my squad. So Ravens got a new OC. Lamar's got the second best quarterback rating in his career since his MVP season. So only one rating better than that. And since 2019, a lot of people are going to run with this trend that Pittsburgh has been 8-2, 8-2-1 against the spread as a home underdog. You got to remember the Pickett surprise is out the window now. All that Trubisky foolishness, that's gone. Those days are over. So don't fall for that trend. The Kenny Pickett surprise party's over. Steelers have won 5 out of the last 6 against the Ravens. So people are going to believe in them. You're going to catch a lot of people taking the Steelers. I think Steelers is going to be the public look. So catch me going the other way. Ravens all day. Ravens flock, baby. This one's easy. Marley, you got to make this a straight shooter, like right here, unanimous on this one. This is the episode for the sharp people. Like we're about to make bread on this episode.
And the crazy thing is, the Steelers, what are they? They only won one game, right? So I've been on the Steelers like 2 or 3 times this season. Not on the Steelers, but bet on their games. I took us against the Steelers last week.
Oh, they 2-2. 2-2.
They're 2-2. So I caught them against the Raiders. I took them on that one on the road money line. I bet on like 2 or 3 of their games. So I think I got a good read on the Steelers. And with that being said, though, however, as my boy Boomer used to say, Berman, Chris Berman, we're all on the Ravens. We're all on the Ravens. Because, I'm right there with you guys. I don't need to give out a bunch of more stats than, what they all gave out. I will say Lamar Jackson, he's as much as their offense hasn't, taken off, but he's been careful with the ball. He's 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception in the last since the season. One on the season. There we go. On the season, and they're still 5th in rushing, in 8th in possession, time of possession. So they're going to stay on the field. And like my man Plus said, it's not necessarily the same Steeler defense. Like they're good at the pass rush because they got TJ Watt. They can get after the quarterback. But we just saw the Texans put up 30 points on this defense. And the Ravens stomped out my Texans first week, which is actually not looking like a bad win over the last couple of weeks. So I'm with you guys. Give me the Ravens minus the 4. I'm right there with you guys. I think I don't want to say an easy victory. Kenny Pickett has been playing terrible football. 4 TDs, 4 interceptions. Man's QBR is at 29.4. That's good for 30th in the league. So I think that's going to continue. So I'm with you guys. Ravens minus the 4. Let's get out of here on the game of the week. I'm sure we're talking about those annoying America's annoying fans, the Cowboys. But I'm not going to lie. I'm excited to see the game. I actually like the Cowboys. I just don't like the fans. It's not that I hate on the team itself. It's just the fans are the most annoying fans in the world. So, with that being said, though, let's talk about it. We got the Cowboys. They're going on the road, possibly a AFC championship matchup. At least the Cowboys hope so. But for whatever odd reason, the Cowboys can never seem to beat the 49ers. So we talk about the Cowboys 49ers. The line opened up, or the line is at minus 3.5. We're looking at a total of 45. I'm going to read off just a very quick few extra factuals because I just want to talk about the game, honestly. Dallas 6-3 in the last 9 games, ATS. 10-4 straight up in the last 14. 6-3 straight up in the last 9 against San Francisco. Except we're not talking about in the playoffs, though. So it's going under in 6 of their last 8 games. Under in 5 of the last 6 games when on the road. Now, let's talk about San Fran. 12-3 ATS in the last 15. 16-1 straight up in their last 17. Under is gone. Total is gone under in 4 of their last 6, but over in 8 of the last 12 against Dallas. 9-0 ATS in their last 9 home games. Big Boss, you're out there in the West Coast, out there close to the Bay, but not quite in the Bay, but you ain't that goddamn far. Tell me about this game. Who you got? You know you have to play on this one.
Hey, first off, I got to say, fuck the Cowboys. 4-9 all the time. Niners, bang, bang, Niner gang. Yes, I am a fan in this situation right here. You can follow me if you want. If you're a fan, great, follow me. If you're a hater, then bye. And I'm allowed to be biased with my own team when I cap games. And that's one of the angles that I tell people. I'm a little different capper in NFL. We know NFL. We've been watching this since we were kids. Like some of these plays, we don't got to draw lines. We don't got to draw stats or trends or nothing. It just comes from the gut. And from the gut right here, the Cowboys ain't show me nothing on offense. I respect their defense 100%. But they haven't really showed me a solid offense, especially not compared to my Niners. I'm talking about they're talking about, I got a bet out there with a guy that Christian McCaffrey goes over 100 yards. I mean, we've been dinking and dunking and it's been working for us. But think about it. We got Ayuk, we got Debo, we got Kittles. We just got too many weapons outside receivers that, of course, the dink and dunk is wide open for Christian McCaffrey. So he thinks they're going to shut that down because Dallas does have a good defense. I respect it 100%. But the Niners are big in the trenches on both sides of the ball. We got just as much D as them, if not more. So it's not no big real discrepancy on defense. It's really going to come down to offense. And Dax is old news, man. If you still on Dax, you still rocking pandas, like they say. The pandas is the old school shoe to rock. But I don't see a lot of value in Dax. My boy Purdy, y'all can say whatever you want. A lot of people have been hating all this time. He's soft. Talk about Purdy however you want. I've been following this guy since college. This guy knows how to play in the big game. He knows how to get shit done on the field. And he doesn't have the deepest arm or the best accuracy, but he throws passes, whatever. You never see a piss poor effort out of Purdy. And that I could put my money on all day. I can't respect quarterbacks that throw interceptions, that throw bad passes, but like, so what? Let's go to the next play. I need a quarterback that's going to take that to heart, that want to win. I know these Niners really want to win in this situation. It is the national fixed lead. It could be a fix for the Cowboys in this situation because we're going to have to see them again in the playoffs, and that's where it's really going to stick. So I don't know if the Niners really want to show all they got in this first game during the season when we know we got to see these dudes in the playoffs. But it's just like Niners versus Raiders, Niners versus Cowboy. I don't care if we was playing flick paper field goal. I'm riding with my Niners, and I don't care if it was the cheerleaders on the field or whatever. I'm still riding the big red and gold over the blue and white with the Niners right here. And as far as the total right here, I think it's going to be a tough defensive game. Two great defenses and two offenses that, we all offenses have some holes in them that can slow them down. And I like the under 45. But I'm taking the Niners minus 3.5, and then I got a couple bets with some money line bets with some Cowgirl fans, and that's just what it is right here, man. I'm gonna have fun on Sunday. Anybody in the LA, California area, man, you're welcome to come through. Big smoke, big drink, and we gonna watch the Niners kick the shit out of the Cowboys and bring them back to reality. Let them know they need to go do some work. We gave y'all Trey Lance. Do something with him.
I forgot about the Trey Lance thing. Yeah. Plus, what you got for me?
I mean, damn, that was a hell of a sermon right there. I actually went to go read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up on Corinthians. I was like, he's reading from chapter 9, verse 36. Thou shalt whoop the cowboy. I'm like, that verse is in there. Hell of a sermon from Big Bro. He got to come back on. Bro, you got to get back on, man, because that one was powerful. I was speaking in tongues and shit. I had to hit mute. So yeah, there's no question about it. I'm going the exact same way. Controversial opinion, like I don't really want to come on the Brothas N Bets podcast and just basically like cause all this controversy, but I just have to just put it all the way out there. And I did this last year, and I asked for forgiveness, in advance. But Dak Prescott sucks. We know this already. Like, Dak Prescott sucks.
I think you said that before. So
yeah, we know that. That was my That was the controversy last week. We almost got canceled for that. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys fans hate us. 2-7 versus the NFC West in the regular season. 1-3 against the Niners in his career. That one win was in 2017, back when Bad and Bougie came out. You were talking about the Pandas. The song Panda was out the last time. Remember that song Panda? That was out. That was when Dak beat the 49ers.
Designer. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't even remember that. He's in the presser, and this is another one, just like the Baltimore and Pittsburgh thing. People are acting like it's a rivalry. No, it used to be a rivalry back in the day. It's not a rivalry anymore. You know what I'm saying? The other teams got to win games to make it a rivalry. You know what I'm saying? One wins, one lose, one wins, one lose. It's only L's going to Dallas. 11-1 ATS dating back to last season as a home favorite. McCaffrey scoring a TD in every single game this season. The brighter the lights for Dak, the worse he plays. And just like how you said, big bro, Cowboys got a great defense, man. There's no disrespect, but you know, you're playing the Jets with no Rodgers. You're playing the Pats, who aren't the greatest offense. I don't think the Giants were a great offense this year. So, I mean, they haven't really shown me anything just yet. And you gave up 28 points to the Cards. Like, let's not forget that. Like, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You gave up 28 points to the Cards. You cannot walk into Candlestick? Is that where they still play?
No, we're not at Candle. We're at Levi Stadium now.
New stadium and shit. Oh, nah, you're not gonna win no games in there like that, bro. Giving up 28 to the Cards. So yeah, it's Niners all day, man. No long talking on that one.
All right. Before I jump into the game,
let's go, Marley. You know what time it is.
Before I jump into the game, shout out to my boy Carter. He in this house. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you tuning in, big dog. Carter team beat my team this weekend 6-0. Last weekend. They're the only team in the conference that we actually challenges us on the week to win Vegas. But we're gonna beat their ass in the Super Bowl just like last year. They beat us in the regular season, then we beat them in the Super Bowl. Good luck this weekend, Carter. I hope y'all smash up on the Hurricanes. All right. So this being the last game, one more time, man. In the words of my boy Chris Berman, we're all on the 49ers. Here.
We're making some bread this week, boys. We are making some. The parlay is gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna get out of it. I'm gonna make it real quick. You know, they spewed all the numbers that need to be spewed. I'm gonna just say this one thing, and it's kind of touching on what Boss had said about Brock Purdy, because I also watched him at Iowa State, and the man was a gamer. You know what I'm saying? That group, his class, was probably the best I've seen Iowa State in recent memory. You know, I don't know, probably since like the Seneca Wallace days, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just say this before we get up out of here. The man is thrown 5 touchdowns with 0 interceptions, over 1,000 yards. His QBR is number 1 in the league at 84.6%. His completion percentage is 72.3%. And also, let's not forget, he has yet to lose a game. And this is going to be one of the games that the 49ers are going to be up for. Definitely can see it going under. I lean under, but I'm on the 49ers first half money line, and then on the full game, I'm giving up the -3.5. I just think this is going to be one of those games that, you know, we all know how Dak plays under pressure. And like my man Plus said, as good as that defense is, their one weakness is if you can run the ball, they can be ran on. Parsons is great at pass rushing, but Seattle ran that ball down their throat. Brock Purdy is mobile enough to, I think, get out the way of some of the pass rushers, but it's not like they trying to strike you downfield. You know, they finna run McCaffrey, and I think that was one of the biggest trades that we're not talking about no more because it was last year. But them getting them, but like that was like a huge missing piece for that team. And put me on the Niners first half and full game. And that's a wrap.
Hell of an episode, boy.
Boss, tell the people where they can find you at before we get up out of here. Oh, my bad. Hold on, boss. And you need it.
That's me.
My bad.
That was me. I muted myself. My bad. But
quick,
yeah, DJ.
Hold on, boss. My bad.
Go for it.
Recap everybody plays real quick. The homie Boss is on Jags +5.5. Ravens -4, 49ers -3.5. My man Plus, he's on the Falcons money line, Patriots money line, Bills -5.5, Ravens -4, 49ers minus 3.5. Yours truly, Texans money line, Pats money line, Bills minus the 5.5, Ravens minus the 4. I'm on 49ers first half money line, and I'm on a full game minus 3.5. Big Boss, tell the people where they can find you so we can get up out of here.
Hey, you can find me right there on Twitter at DJ Big Boss. And, from there, you'll see all that we do, man. You can catch us on YouTube at Who Bangin', the end part of Team Who Bangin'. So just type in Who Bangin'. You'll see me over there. I might be on PSR this Sunday with my man Jimmy. But, I'm around, man. Tap in with me. Always a pleasure to be on here. Great to be on here with my boy Plus for the first time. And, I'm definitely coming back. I just been away for a little while, but I'm coming back. I'm going to squeeze in on one of them Wednesday college shows too. But I definitely come over here with y'all on the good old Friday and talk some NFL, though. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Bet that. Plus, tell the people where they can find you at.
Yeah, gotta have you back, big bro. You can get me at Official No Cap Bets. We just caught the Holy Ghost up in here. You guys can catch me here on Brothas N Bets every single week. I got a feeling this one's gonna be our biggest one yet. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as we hop off this, I'm making my ticket. Catch us on Twitter. Catch us on IG, Official No Cap Bets. I'm always throwing up. I threw up that Bears money line just to stun on you guys. So yeah, nice. Follow me on that. Watch those humble flexes right there. 215 on the Bears money line Thursday night. That's what's up. Damn, we'll be back next week though.
I chilled on the whole game because I didn't know what to go. Damn, I wish I would have seen that whole nice. But I am Marley Bets, and this is Brothas N Bets, man. And like last episode, because I went 4-0 last week. We smacked their ass up. And like this week, we go smack their ass up again. Y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no